And here we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm the number 71 car. That's the beige and black car in the top left hand there. And right off the bat, we're going to get put under pressure by the 46. He's going to try to take us 3 wide into turn 1. We're not having any of that. We're going to keep it planted, keep it in the centre of the track there, and just ease into the gap that opens up behind the 3 there. So staying up high to avoid all the carnage going on down low. And of course, as soon as I say that, 3 starts to tap the wall, so we go low to avoid him. And just as well we do, because the 9 gets it into the wall as well, and we've both got to try to get past him on the inside. No problems there. But of course the 3 continues having problems and goes into the back of the field. We go around the outside of the 7 there, nice and easy. Still staying high to avoid people getting themselves caught up on that apron there. And we're just going to slide ourselves in behind the 17 now. We've got a little bit of breathing space, and just take it easy for a lap. Now the 1 car's getting a little bit sideways there. He's pushing a little bit too hard, and he's going to get himself sideways and out of shape there. He tries to get it back, but doesn't quite manage it, and flicks himself up into the traffic. So the 17's going to go wide out of turn 2. We're just going to go nice and easy up the inside of him here. No problem. Past the 5 who's heading to the pits. And we're just going to catch up with this group of 3 in front of us. We see some smoke clouds coming from in front of us, which means there's more trouble. A couple going into the pits there, so they're not going to be any problem to us. And we're going to catch up to these 3 in front pretty easily. Once again, we're not pushing too hard, but these guys seem to be taking their time fighting among themselves, so we'll just slot ourselves in behind them. And I have a look to the outside here, but not really going anywhere, so I give the 26 some space, and he gets a little bit squirrely there, so it's just as well we backed out. But now the 93 is going to throw it into the corner a little bit too hard and get sideways. The 26 needs to slow down to avoid him, and we get to go past on the outside nice and easy. And that just leaves a very badly damaged number 10 to get past now. And that's, once again, not a problem. He goes wide in the corner, and I go past on the inside. And that puts us into 2nd place, right at the beginning of lap 6. So now I'm just going to get myself into a rhythm and take it nice and smooth while I try to catch up with the leader, who's got a fair bit of distance on us now. And yeah, I think I'll just skip a few laps now and catch up to you again on lap 12. So halfway through the race, pretty much. And there's the leader in the yellow and green car in front of us. So he's seen us coming by now, and he's decided he's going to have to start putting his foot down. And he's working his way through the lap cars in front of him, but they're giving him a little bit of trouble just getting him off his line there. But it's not a problem for us. But yes, he's decided he needs to pick up a little bit of speed, and he's overdriving the car just a tad. So yeah, that's why he's flashing just there. His internet isn't able to keep up with the amount of steering that he's doing. But yeah, we just give him a little bit of space. It's lap 14, and there's still 11 laps to go, so plenty of time. Close back up on the back of him here, but then I see the 19 is weaving around quite a lot, and he actually tries to block us here. The 11 car gets past, and he tries to close us down on the corner, but realises at the last second that I'm not to be messed with, and decides to pull out of it, luckily. And he throws me off my line a little bit there, but not too shaken. And once again, just trying to pull up to the back of the number 11 car. He's really picked up the pace now. He's pushing it quite hard, but he isn't really taking care of his tyres too much. His line through the corner is fine, but then he's not really giving himself enough space on the outside of the corner on the exit, and he keeps hitting the wall. If he does that too much, he's going to beat himself up and start losing speed, which he has there. We've got right onto the back of him again. So I'm just going to make him a little bit nervous. I'm not going to get too close to him. I just want to see what he's going to do. He drops it in front of us quite heavily there. He's pretty much floored it through that corner, whereas I've just taken it at normal pace, and which is good for us because it means that he's wearing out his front tyres, especially his front right tyre. So we're not going to have too many problems passing him when we need to. So basically all I've been doing for the race since lap 5 is just using the entire track all the way to the outside on the entrance to the corner, not trying to get down to the apex immediately like the 11 is here. I'm just easing my way in there and then using all the track on the outside as I come out of the corners. Now he's opened up a space on the inside here, so I'm going up the inside. He's trying to stay ahead of me there, but I've got the grip. I think my tyres are quite a lot better than his at this point, and I managed to clear him easily. So that puts me in the lead on lap 19. So with 6 laps to go, I'm just going to keep the same pace I've been doing the entire race, and the 11's not going to be able to keep up with me. He's pushed his tyres a little bit too hard in the last few laps, and it hasn't really paid off for him in the long run, and he's going to continue to fall back from me from now on. So now I just have to worry about the lap cars in front. They're not going to be too much of a problem. The only one I'm really worried about is encountering that number 19 again, but he seems to be around the other side of the track somewhere, and he's not going to be a problem. So, as I say, I'm just doing nice, relaxed, casual laps, not pushing at all, really. I haven't needed to push too hard. The only time I've really had to tax my tyres is when I'm overtaking someone. And there's another lap car going around the outside of me there. Every time I push my tyres to overtake someone, I always make sure to do a couple of laps where I don't tax them at all. I'm steering as little as possible, just enough to get through and into the corner, pointing in the right direction, and then I'm letting off the steering to exit the corner quite early and just letting the natural rotation of the car take me around. So as you can see here, I straighten the steering about there, and I'm still rotating out of the corner, nice and easy. Almost no pressure on that front right tyre whatsoever. So we're just coming up on the number 14 in front of us here. Once again, lapped car, not going to give us any problems. I'm just going to do an in-car now just to sort of see how much I'm turning the wheel, just enough, and straightening her up nice and early, although that's a bad example because I have to hold the inside of the corner all the way to the exit. But yeah, just a little bit of rotation, really just suggesting where the car might like to go, as it were, and then just opening that steering right up, and just a little bit of pressure, really, just to sort of get the front of the car to go in the direction we want it to. And this, of course, is the penultimate lap. As we go around the outside of the number 8, steps off the track to give us plenty of space. And down the front straight again, through the D, I should say, to start the last lap of the race. And that's, yeah, pretty much it in a nutshell. First few laps, stay up nice and high, give everybody plenty of space, but as soon as you can and you get into some clear space, some clear air, start using the entire track. Go all the way out to the wall on the entry, ease it down to the apex as you go through the corner, and then let the car drift naturally out to the right hand side, and boom, there you go, checkered flag, and that's first place. And I'm still driving fairly quickly, even on my cool down lap, just for fun, just to put a little bit of wind up the skirts of the driver in front of me, but I'm not going to overtake them. Going to slam the anchors on here, do a few victory donuts just for the hell of it, because hey, why not? I mean, yeah, why not celebrate? I've finished the race with a perfectly straight truck. I didn't need to bump anybody or send anybody or do anything crazy. So yeah, happy days, happy donuts, and yeah, that's how you drive fast at Charlotte and win races. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll catch you next time.